Hello and welcome to the Deits Sports Talk. I'm your host, Robert Deers, and on tap I have 4 people that are going to be on my show today, as well as you can ask questions. Jason Garoline is going to start out. I have Sam Rosen on NBA. I have Nick Rice on NFL, and I have Steven Hughes on the top 5 free agents in MLB, as well as some Bay Area sports talk. And I do have Garoline on the line right now. Hey Garoline, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. And your Dodgers, are they gonna spend a lot of money this offseason?
Of course. Magic Johnson is the owner. He's not afraid to shed $7, so he's looking for the Dodgers to be picking up a lot of big name free agents.
And I know Ryu, left-hander from the Hawa Eagles, he's been getting bid on, and the Dodgers bid at $25.7 million for this pitcher, and now they have 30 days to negotiate. Caroline, will this pitcher help out the Dodgers pitching?
The Dodgers have always had a long time history with relations overseas, pitchers from Japan and Korea. She would be sure to help out. Honeycutt has always been very good with getting new pitchers, and he should be able to develop these guys into elite pitchers. So in this season, the Dodgers can still keep their status as a top 5 pitching force.
You look at the NL West, and you know the Giants did win the World Series this year. Do you think the Dodgers are going to be competitive this year?
Of course they're going to be competitive. A lot of people have said that the Dodgers team did not have chemistry, and the Giants did have chemistry. One thing that people don't know is the Giants have only picked up a few free agents at the break. The Dodgers picked up almost half of their team, maybe half of the team. When these guys come back from the break in spring training, they're going to be able to talk more. They're going to be able to do more stuff together, become not only friends on the field, off the field, so that the chemistry won't be a problem. The pitching last season, a lot of people from the Dodgers didn't have the pitching to compete. But the Dodgers, what most people didn't know, was the top 5 pitching force in the National League. Hitting will be good. Getting if Adrian Gonzalez can get back his power hitting, and Bob Crawford can show off his big bat when it comes to leadoff.
And there's been rumors that I've been talking about, if the Dodgers, since the Dodgers have so much money, they're not going to be threatening to spend it. They're going to try to maybe get Zach Greinke, a top pitcher, for this free agency. What do you think of that, Caroline?
Who are they getting?
Zach Greinke, if they
Zach Greinke. Well, Zach Greinke coming off a year after being traded from the Brewers to the Angels. I actually saw him pitch against the Indians. He's a kind of a streaky pitcher. He might pitch good one night. The next night he might give up 5 runs. He's a solid number 5 starter. But if the Dodgers pick up, if they just keep winning that bid for the pitcher, Zach Greinke will not be needed in the starting rotation.
And I know the Dodgers have good offense already, as well as a great outfield. What pitchers would you pick over this offseason?
Well, obviously we should keep Paparazzo, and then I think those guys are solid. Kershaw is going to be pretty good. Billingsley, unfortunately, he got injured. That was unfortunate for him, but I think the only pitching spot we really need is a starter in the 5th slot, and I think Robbie can fill that in for us. And he's coming into a rookie season at MLB. I mean, you saw the impact Kuroda had when he was with the Dodgers. It wasn't good. It wasn't great, but it was good enough. They helped the Dodgers make 2 playoff spots.
And I heard the Dodgers will have sources saying about outfielders, and they're chasing over Torrey Hunter. But you guys already have a good outfield. Andre Ethier already has that right fielding position. What do you think of the Dodgers chasing Torrey Hunter?
Bad idea. Andre Ethier is a great guy. I really love his work ethic. I love the way he hits. I love the way he plays in situations. He's been one of my favorite players ever since he started playing the Dodgers around 2006. But he's not replaceable. I think Baldwin with Matt Kemp always in the MVP talk, especially next year when he's fully healthy, and getting Carl Crawford next year will probably some speed to the left field. Right field, Toyota does not need to come to the Dodgers. If he wants to come to the Dodgers, fine, but have him play a spot like Bobby Williams played, where he gets a few pitch hit rolls every so few games. Maybe in some blowout games, put him in. Andre Ethier is a definite starter for right field in Dodger Stadium.
And Andre Ethier, in the month of June, he signed a 5-year, $85 million contract extension. And you guys already locked him up already. Are the Dodgers just trying to? Are they trying to just add more depth to their roster just for the heck of it?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't think moving and shaking is the right move for the Dodgers organization. They don't need to get rid of any of their great players. They already have a few great players. Well, I would focus on getting an early second baseman. I'm sure you watched the second to last game of the season, watching Mark Ellis trying to extend a triple, or trying to extend a double into a triple, he's throwing at third, and that cost the Dodgers greatly. Because they could have won that game and got to the playoff race, but they lost that game, and Mark Ellis only had that out, but he also flew out to end the game. Mark Ellis is not very likable right now in LA.
I know there has been a lot of talk for infielders for the Dodgers, but would the Dodgers consider getting another infielder during this offseason?
The infielder?
Yes.
Oh, sure, they would. Any infielder, they might even bring up a big guy. A guy from the minor league. In my infield, it should be Agon at first, third should be Cruz, shortstop should be D. Gordon, and second baseman should be Hanley Ramirez. I demand that Hanley Ramirez learn how to play second, because he doesn't really have any arm power. He's not very good at shortstop. If he don't play shortstop, he throws the ball to the ground, so shortstop really is in his position right now.
And just the Dodgers, they have so much money. You guys could probably get another infielder, more pitching. This team is going to be a threat to this NL West. Do you think the Giants would be scared of the Dodgers?
As you saw in 2011, the Giants thought they had everything. They thought they could repeat as the World Series champions. Ended up missing the playoffs. But teams like Arizona, who was on the verge of being in second place last year, and teams like San Diego, who the building years, they said it'd be tougher for the Giants to be going into some of those cities and to win. I mean, they're already doing a lot of research on Kane, who was one of the most dominant pitchers for the Giants, but if the scouts can figure him out, it's going to be a huge problem for the Giants. But they always have Volsong or Lincecum or any of those guys. So those guys would be factors, but as long as the full rotation of the Giants stays solid and they don't get figured out, they might be able to succeed.
Yeah, and this NL West is going to be more competitive. Now let's move on to Atlanta here. The Boston Red Sox and the backup catcher David Ross for the Braves has signed an agreement on a $6.2 million 2-year contract. It is confirmed from ESPN.com. What do you think of this? Brian McCann is going to be out with the shoulder for the first 2 to 4 weeks of the 2013 season. Is this a concern for the Braves?
I think it's good for the Braves. I mean, they're getting rid of somebody who wouldn't be starting the season anyways, so I don't see any harm in it.
But who's going to be the backup?
I'm not really sure. I'll probably get guys in the minor league. I mean, their minor league is pretty good. And a lot of the minor league players for the Braves just come up. They need the 2 catchers who are on the minor league team to come up and have some time coming on the major league level until their regular catcher is back.
And the Red Sox already, never mind. That's the Yankees claimed Eli Whiteside. Do you think this Red Sox team, do you think David Ross is he's going to be entering his 12th season. He spent the last 4 seasons with the Braves behind McCann. Do you think David Ross is going to become a starter for the Red Sox?
Not sure. Falkland Malky is already on the roster for Boston. I don't know if David Ross will really make any impact.
I see what you're getting there. I know David Ross isn't one of the biggest guys in baseball. He isn't one of the biggest catchers, but he isn't a bad backup in MLB.
He's a defensive catcher, to say the least.
So
that's reasonable to say. He did hit 24 home runs this year. That's pretty good for hitting. But I mean, speaking of the Red Sox, they need some kind of jump start. The fans in Boston do not like teams. Do not like when the Red Sox are not doing well. It's either you love the Red Sox or you hate the Red Sox. There's no in betweens in Boston.
And before you go, Caroline, Mike Trout just won the AL Rookie of the Year. What are your thoughts?
I mean, that's obvious. Why did he not win Rookie of the Year? If Trout didn't win the Rookie of the Year, it would have been an outrage. It's his award, basically. He came in, he had one of the biggest impacts in Major League Baseball. I actually got to see him play a couple months ago at that game against the Indians. He's a monster. He knows what he's doing. He's going to be a huge impact coming into this season and an MVP candidate for sure in the 2013 season.
Can you repeat what he did?
What?
Can you repeat it? Can you repeat what he did his rookie year?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. He's not going to repeat it. He's going to do much better. I'll be here pretty home on it. He's going to be an all-around guy.
Alright, Caroline, thanks for being on my show. And any last thoughts? I know you had your show Sunday. So, any last thoughts before you go?
What?
Any last comments before you go?
Oh, yeah. Just make sure everyone should watch tonight's game because I have fantasy points ready on tonight.
Alright, talk to you later, Caroline.
Yeah. See ya.
Alright, well, that was Jason Caroline on the MLB. That is in the top news out of that. And please text me a question. I will put my number on the comment board, 650-678-7127. Please comment, give me a call if you have any questions. I'll have Sam Rosen next right after this commercial break.
Ballin', catch me, I'm ballin', catch me like Spalding, catch me like Spalding's. If he indeed the MC, vitamin like GNC, can't see me like B.I.G. on CNT, did a little bit of time on BMG, but this right here, homie, this all me, can you be down? No, CMB, that's cold, that ain't nice, G, so what though? Lil' homie remind me of Ice-T. By the way, we share the same birthday. The wordplay is work, but f***ing is easy. So catch me, I'm ballin'. I'm sick too if you ain't catch me like coughing. Back when I said you should catch me like Spalding. It's cool, cause most cats...
Hello and welcome back to the Deits Sports Talk. I'm your host, Robert Ears. To recap, we talked about MLB with Jason Caroline, about the Dodgers, as well as the Red Sox and Braves. So now I got on the phone Sam Rosen for NBA. Hey Sam, how are you?
I'm doing great, Robert. Pleasure to be here.
Thanks for coming on my show. So, the biggest news out of the Laker world, Mike D'Antoni going to the Lakers, Phil Jackson stunned. What are your thoughts, what are your comments on this topic?
Well, all along I've been advocating the signing of D'Antoni as their head coach, not so much for the Lakers themselves, but almost for personal reasons, because I think this will create maybe the most fun team we've seen in the last 10 years in the NBA. Mike D'Antoni loves to run, and the question for the Lakers is if they are going to be able to run. You know, the Lakers have a lot of decent players. Steve Nash in particular is at 38. When he ran this offense, it was 5-6 years ago, and a lot has changed for Steve Nash during that time. His knees have gotten worse, he's gotten older, he's a step slower. He was second in the league in assists last season, but I'm questioning if he is going to be able to run the system as effectively as he used to be able to. However, all things considered, I don't know,